We would like to say thank you to our sponsor, SnapSmile.
Entrepreneurs from Scarborough, Ontario, who say their dental solution gets to the root of the issue.
SnapSmile is a groundbreaking app that combines AI with your daily eating habits and images of your teeth to keep your teeth in tip-top shape. It's like having a dental coach in the palm of your hand. So to check them out, check the link in the description. All right, wow. Welcome, Mayuri.
Welcome
Wow.
to Punch Dialogue.
I know. This is amazing, guys. Thanks for having me.
So Mayuri is a great friend of ours. She's also a comedian, a performer, an entrepreneur. She was in a couple of our sketches. This new Tamil family.
Normal Tamil family.
New normal Tamil family, yes.
She was in that series. She was in When Aunties and Uncles Judge, that short
Yes.
sketch. She's also in Tamil People Talking Shit.
Yeah, just a lot of
Yeah.
people talking shit.
And the one about sexual abuse.
That was my very first one. That was
Yeah.
that was
Wait, that was the first one, eh?
that was the first one.
Really?
How did you cast her for that role?
Do you remember? I have my version of the story, and then you can say yours.
Okay, yeah, it's basically I think we started with that first formal video that we did for event.
Oh, right.
But
yeah,
remember,
yeah.
I was an extra because someone else didn't show up.
Yeah.
So it
okay,
was
so
like-
for context, we were shooting like a promo for the Black and White Affair.
yes,
Mm.
yes.
And you were just like a BG because we needed people.
I was
right?
literally last minute. So like my friend was like, "Oh, can you quickly just show up to this?"
Yeah.
So it was like by chance
Okay.
that I was available, and I just showed up.
Yeah, exactly. Then
Yeah.
when you were there, then I believe we were talking and you were telling me that you might be interested in things
Yes.
like this.
Yes.
And at that time, I was just looking for people who can be in our sketches. So Mari happened to be, one of those artists who was very interested.
that was
and-
2017, right?
That
That
was
long ago?
2017. Was it?
I think so, yeah. It sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah.
go with what she says.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
2017.
But then I think we were doing a couple of sketches, comedy sketches, and it's basically there's like it's a two-part thing, right?
Mhm.
Like I was asking, you at the same time I was asking other people, and you were, I didn't tell her the story though.
Oh yeah, yeah. You didn't. That's where. Yeah.
I thought I did. So basically, what happened was right before the day of the shoot. Okay, this is a story. Is a very taboo subject in our community. Is about. Do you want to say this?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so basically, actually, like after the promo shoot, you said all you asked me was like, "Hey, can you speak Tamil?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, konjam."
Okay.
And he's like, "Selected." I was
Okay.
like, "Yes."
That's all we needed.
That's
Yeah.
all we did.
So-
Like, it was like,
And the short film that we did is basically like sexual assault within in your family, and I guess I didn't tell you the story before the day of the shoot, but at the
Yes.
same time I wanted to make you feel comfortable.
Yes.
You're okay with that subject.
yes.
I did ask you.
You did. You did.
and you
did.
said yes.
I did
and
say yes. I did
we
say yes.
we went to my aunt's place, and my aunt was there, everybody was there, and we shot it. And yeah, people were very appreciative of the content because we were finally talking about something that's been going within our community for such a
Mhm.
long time that not a lot of people come out and talk about those things,
Mhm.
right? So
Actually, a couple of my friends like teared up watching it.
really,
Yeah, one of my friends actually, she's Asian, and like she was so mad because she saw me as
Yeah.
the victim,
yeah.
and she almost forgot that it was just a skit. Like she said, she felt
Wow.
rage, like she's breathing. And I know someone that cried because they have something like that going
Yeah.
on within their own family. So
Mhm.
it just like they had to close the laptop, and then it was just like a tear.
Wow.
And I was just like, oh, yeah, I didn't know that was
Come
gonna
closer
happen.
to the mic.
Yeah, I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's an attest to the story idea, which was yours.
Thank you.
Like,
Thank you.
I mean, I guess that's why we do these films, so we can make people feel something, and that's storytelling, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was such a tough topic. And I think you were the one that said, make sure there's a trigger warning in it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Because
For
otherwise,
sure.
before that, we were just doing comedy, and all of a sudden, if we
Yeah.
throw in something like this
Yes.
to our audience, our young audience,
Because like they're just gonna click on the video thinking it's like another comedy sketch.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then you guys, it went like straight, really serious into it. And honestly, like being a Tamil girl in the community, I know people that have gone through it. So it's like
Same.
right? So it's like when you watch it, it instantly makes them think about their sister, their mom, their cousin,
Yeah.
their friend,
Yeah.
guy or girl, right?
Exactly.
So,
And
yeah.
no, exactly. With this short film, we want anyone to be able to come to the forefront and just talk about it because, we can no longer, hide it under the carpet.
Yeah.
These are things that needs to be talked about.
Yes.
So as a
yes.
community, we can address it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being part of that short film.
No
Really
problem.
appreciate it. And going with other sketches, which is then I think you were telling me this is too serious. Like, you have any comedy sketches for us?
Yeah, because like I think I was like, yeah, I love doing like fun stuff, and then Darshan's like, here, this is the very first. I was like, okay. Yeah.
Wait, what is the first comedy sketch we did with you?
I feel like it was the parents, like me and a nighty. The
Parents.
penguin thing. And we were like,
Oh
no.
wait, that was
Oh,
yeah.
what
He
was
came
that?
up with that idea.
Yeah, that was your idea. Remember, you were like
What
the
was
sun,
that?
and like we're just always annoying you, like opening your door while you're studying,
Oh,
just staring
no.
at you.
Yeah, what was the title of the video? I can't even remember that one. It was
Man, we did more than 150 sketches. So
That's crazy.
we have a memory of a fish. So
Yeah, I know. That was
I
a good
think
one though.
it was
because-
just what goes on in a brown home.
exactly
Something
Yeah,
like
like
that.
little things,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it's
just
good.
like a parent opening the door, staring at you, and you're like, what? And you're like, they're like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
Like-
my dad does that, man.
Yo,
I'll be in
all
my
the time.
room. I'll be in my room.
Yeah.
Imagine if I was doing something else.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, no, yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's another thing.
Like, they just walk in.
Yeah,
Like, right?
or they knock, but they don't let you answer.
Yeah.
so they just knock and then open.
They knock like they're announcing they're coming in. It's not
Yeah, it's
for
like-
your permission.
Yeah,
right?
it's not for your permission. It's like I'm coming.
Yeah,
Instead of
yeah.
waiting to be like, hey, can I
Exactly.
come in now? Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
man.
That was very relatable too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of times. I would have, got caught
Yeah,
doing something.
doing what?
I don't want to know why.
Yeah.
In your room.
Let's save that for another episode when I'm not here.
Yeah.
Well, when I was a kid,
Yeah.
you do a lot of stuff in that room. So let's not talk about that. Let's just.
Yeah.
Well,
I still don't know what he's talking
the main
about.
point of that video was like, for me, every time I came home from work, my house would just be so like loud,
Mm.
Right.
so noisy, right?
Right,
And like
right.
you have no chill in your home.
Mhm.
Yes.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's that
So-
scene where crew like closes the door and he's like,
Yeah.
silence. Because we're just like quack, 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 quack.
And the thing is, how come you never bought a lock for your door? If that happens,
You know,
on and
but
on.
I should have done that. My friend started doing that, and he said it changes his life.
Yo, the thing is, I think I was lazy. I want to do that for the longest time too. It's just I never got the time to do it.
Yo,
Like-
my parents didn't even want me to lock my door.
Why, bro?
I don't know what. Yeah.
Because what are you doing behind locked doors
I
in
don't
your own
know.
home?
They would get mad if I lock it.
Really?
Yeah. I was just probably like on MSN though. I think
Oh,
they
talking
were,
to like
some things.
high school things. Yeah.
School thing. At 13, I was talking something. But no, they didn't let me lock it. Like my mom would actually be like really mad if she tried to come in and it was locked.
Wow.
She'd question it. She'd be like, "Why'd you lock it though?"
Yeah, like what
You
are
know?
your intentions? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel that. I feel that. I would do the same thing if I were to have a kid.
Oh my
Like,
god.
if-
Yeah.
especially a teenager, especially, my baby girl.
Yeah.
Like when she's like, 18, 19 in her room.
Darshan's
Oh,
gonna
so
be that
you won't
dad.
let-
Leave that
Yeah.
door
See,
open.
this is-
You won't let her lock her door at 18?
Not under my
Okay.
not under my roof, bro.
Yeah, see, so
Oh,
it's coming full
coming
circle
out.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's coming out. Darshan's.
Yeah, it's like leave the door open.
Darshan is that
no,
dad.
no. I mean, by yourself, yeah, sure. But if there's a boy in the house,
Oh,
bro,
that's
you're
different.
not shutting that door. Leave it.
Okay.
But you know what they're going to do? We've all seen the movies. They lock the door and then the boy climbs through the window.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's a whole Rapunzel thing
Yeah.
going on.
No, I'll put cameras around the house though.
Oh,
my
you're going to be that
Bruh,
dad.
bruh.
I feel like he's turning into his dad character.
We have to talk to Brinda about this.
No, because I get it, man. As a parent, I
Yeah.
get it, right?
But you're not a parent.
No,
What do you mean?
no,
because you have a dog.
no.
Oh my God, this
Okay,
guy.
let me tell you this.
Yeah.
I can put myself in their shoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you
I
comparing dog owners to parents?
No. Hey.
Yeah.
That's my
Whoa.
child you're talking about. Okay.
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 That's not a dog, man.
Okay.
That's my son.
That's your son. That's
Oh.
your son, so he gets it.
Yeah, I have a dog.
Yeah.
His
No.
name is Noah.
Noah.
Yeah, he's
Aw.
6 months.
6 months
He's
old.
6 months.
See the way he touches his heart when he
Yeah, I
talks about the
know.
dog?
Yo,
I
because
know.
he makes my day, man. He makes my day. He makes me so happy.
See, I think he's just gonna be a very proud dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am proud of
Yeah, but also very
that
strict.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Proud,
Because
strict
I feel
kind
like
of
we
dad.
joke about it. We're like, oh my God, our parents are so strict. And we're like, yo, we're never going to be like that. But then when it happens to us, we're going to be like,
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Yeah,
I
it-
do
yeah,
need a
It
monitor.
makes
this.
sense. It makes
Yeah,
sense.
and we're gonna like.
There's
you
gonna be
know
a
what I-
switch in our head that
There's
be
a
like,
switch in our
this
head.
is why she did it.
and we're gonna be like, wow, who are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because you don't want your kid to like go out in the world and just mess things up.
Yeah.
Like, what if you get in trouble and stuff? Yo, then that's on you.
Yeah.
The way you raised him was wrong, or her.
Yeah.
Right?
But as
Yeah.
I grow up, I feel like I appreciate how my parents parented me.
Same.
Especially like everyone's a parent for the first time at some point, right? Nobody has like a rule book for it.
Yeah.
But the way my parents were a little strict, but also gave me my freedom and then let me figure it out,
Yes.
it
True.
made me who I am today. And I don't know how they figured it out. I feel like maybe I don't know. It just
Trial
seems-
and error and
yeah,
like
I mean,
luck too.
I am the second brother.
Yes.
I'm the middle child, so
Yes.
maybe they messed up with the first one a bit.
Maybe. And they're like, so this is
I
what we
mean-
don't do.
I
Yeah.
bet your older brother, man, he looks very responsible. Oh, maybe
is, man.
because
Is he?
He
He's-
is. He's very
See, that's the
He's very
thing.
He's
The
very
as the
calm.
oldest one, though, I think there is like a whole other sense of expectation.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, what are your little siblings gonna do?
Yeah.
Right?
They make way for you
Yeah.
yeah
to
and
fuck shit up.
they didn't choose that life. They just have to like accept that responsibility.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So shout out to all the older siblings out there. We respect you.
Did
Yeah.
you say that in your speech to your brother?
I didn't, but I should have.
You should.
Oh
that
yeah,
would've
my
been
brother just got
perfect.
married a couple days ago, but yeah, it was hard writing that speech. Like
Yo.
I never cried
Did
in front of my family in a sentimental way,
Right.
Yeah.
and I cried when I was practicing that speech
Oh.
Wow.
because it's like,
I can't even imagine you crying.
yeah, I can't even think about. I don't know why I cried because
Okay. Next time when we're shooting a short film, bro,
Yeah, we're
You
gonna
know,
make you read
internalize
speech.
this
Mm.
to cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like
Yes.
crying is a thing where like if you cry once, you can cry like
Yeah.
over and over again. Like you kind of
Exactly.
break that seal, and now like the softest little scene in a Tamil movie can make me cry.
Yeah, no, I'm like,
Wow.
I wish I can cry on demand like those serial actors.
Yo, that's
They cry
I
like
feel
every
like you have
episode.
to tap into some deep emotional thing.
You guys
be
gave
able
me
to cry.
onions for me to cry on that.
See, that's
thing.
the thing though, man. Like you can't do it constantly because it's like a trigger too, right? You don't want to go to those dark places to
Well,
cry.
it depends how dark you're going. Like you
Yeah.
can cry about something sad, but you still hold close. It doesn't have to be like a dark, scary place for you
But
to
You know-
cry on command.
let me tell you this, right? I took an acting class,
Mm.
okay? And my teacher was telling me that, that sometimes when you tap into those spots, like you don't want to rely on it too much because it does affect you, right? Your day and your mood
Mm.
throughout the day, right? So she was telling me just learn to like emote. It's a technique that you just have to practice, not tapping into like,
Your deeper,
your deeper
some
thing
trauma
in
or
order to get
something
that
like
out. There's
Oh.
are techniques where you can use those techniques to cry in front of the
So,
camera.
question for you: can you cry on demand?
I can.
Really?
I can. I can. I can.
I
just
want
have
to see
stare-
that one
I just have
day.
to stare into the light
Oh,
without blinking.
Like burn your eyes.
Yeah, without blinking for like 1 minute, then tears will come out, and I'll just
Really?
yeah. Or I can just make like, oh man, this happened, like like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
scene
It's one or
itself.
the other. Yeah.
the scene
like,
itself,
really
oh,
be in the scene.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just trying to be like my son is dead, so I'm for the father. I'm like I can emote that. Like, I
Yeah.
can feel it. I can cry.
Right. You have to be.
But
like-
sometimes it is hard though, so I do need the onion sometimes.
Yeah, of course. No, because I mean, what if you have to do the same crying scene multiple times? That's hard,
Yeah.
right? Like I feel like you can get it maybe at that one take, but then after that, it's hard to redo that.
Exactly. So let me ask you this, Mary. How did you get into this space? Like, how did you get into comedy? Sure, like you got introduced by us.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's nothing
So
else.
it's
I did.
basically we just brought you in.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing else. She did nothing.
I literally did not. No, I'm serious. I literally. Krusan's like, oh, I thought there was a whole like pre.
Yeah, I thought you had some like story from childhood where like you found your passion somewhere.
No,
Yeah.
no. So the thing is, like, so because I was thinking about it, I'm like, wait, how did this all happen? So growing up, I was a very quiet kid. So parent teacher interviews, they would always be like, she's great, but can she speak? Like, like it was very quiet. But then I remember something changed in middle school where I started being like the funny
Yeah.
girl, and I was like, where did this come from? But I remember back in the day, even I used to ask my friends to let's shoot a video.
Yeah.
And I would like love editing videos and making these sketches for no reason. So we did do that
Okay.
back in the day. What's that? what's that editing software? Like the old school, like
Movie Maker?
Yeah.
Movie
Yeah.
Maker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They're
I
all
use that
gone
too.
now. But like I remember like asking my friends, okay, can you do like this? And like I don't know where it came from, but it just like that passion was there. And actually I want to be behind the camera for
Okay,
all of that. I
okay.
like the editing part. I like the
Yeah.
the making the script and all
Okay.
that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I think I did something in front of the camera, and then people were like, "Yo,
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
crazy."
Yeah.
I'm like your facial expressions, right? But it just
Exactly,
know.
man. I think you're a wonderful actress. You know,
thank you.
like
Thank
I
you.
seen your growth too, right? From our first sketch
Yes.
to now. Like we're working on something right now too with Myri, and you know she did a phenomenal job. We actually did a shoot last weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a tough shoot.
That's
That
a
was
tough
tough.
shoot.
Because it was all outdoors. It was in one car,
Yeah.
and we haven't used that camera setup in like ages.
Yep.
And yeah, just getting into it. I mean, it felt good though because we brought the family back
Yes.
together again.
Yeah.
It was just the day of the
but-
heat warning.
Yeah. Oh,
The
was
day-
it?
was
That was
literally
that
like-
same day.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was it was the
Yeah.
day of the heat warning.
okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
that was the day
Yeah.
the heat warning was sent out.
But like I said, if we can shoot under a heat warning, we can do anything. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. Yo, we're passionate filmmakers.
Yeah.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Under
Yeah.
any circumstance, we'll get the camera out.
Yeah.
And we'll shoot.
Yeah, I didn't know you had that writer director in you as a kid. Because that's
Yeah.
exactly me. So
Yeah.
I'm like, that's yeah.
You know what's actually crazy? I don't think I ever told anyone this, but I still have the very first play that I was given the main role,
Yeah.
and I was 7.
What was the play about?
It was like a princess on. It was just a princess and a prince. It was just a generic story, but I was grade 2, and they gave me the role,
Yeah.
and I still have that.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I think from then I realized drama is something. I took drama in middle school. I took that seriously. Tamil movies, super passionate. Like, you know, back in the day when you get CDs, like your dad just comes
Yeah.
and buys CDs. Yo, we had like books of them. And I would stand in front of the mirror and pretend like I'm the main character.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just like with my MP3, put in music and like do all these weird expressions. But now leading up to I realized like, damn, I clearly wanted to do something, but
Yeah.
didn't know how. And that's when you guys came in.
Mm,
There was no
that's the
platform
thing.
there, right? Like there's no
That's the
platform
thing.
for me to go.
Reels, yo. We identify talent.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. Like, what did you just say? It's so relatable. Like, you knew you wanted to do it, but you didn't know how.
I didn't know how, and I didn't know what I even like. I just knew it was something creative, but it's like how. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it was random that I met you guys because it was last minute. They're like, "Yo, that girl flopped. Like, can you like go?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Okay, where do I go?" And I just showed up.
Imagine you
last
didn't
minute.
show up.
That's what I'm saying. None of I
Do you
wouldn't
think
even
we-
be on any
It
of the
wouldn't.
materials.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have crossed paths.
No,
At
no,
all.
you wouldn't.
Yeah,
Damn, that's the thing.
'Cause
Like,
we don't have any mutual friends, so.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we don't.
didn't.
I probably would have been watching you guys and been like, "Oh, I wish I could."
oh wow. I guess there's a little bit of luck in like anything you do in life, but
Yeah.
especially in entertainment when the path isn't so clear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, the more you get out and just try things, like the better.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So anybody out there listening to this podcast, if you want to get into the acting field, just go.
Oh my god, yeah. You guys should
Make
hold
something up.
like auditions. You know, like
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do sometimes.
Yeah.
Sick.
On Zoom, that's how we casted for the movie certain roles. On
Yeah,
the
the
Zoom
misadventure
audition.
of unlikely heroes. We did a casting call.
Yeah,
and
which is
people-
now on Tubi, by the way.
Yeah.
Amazon in the UK, US.
Yeah.
Check it out. Link.
Yeah.
in the
and it's on
description.
Plex TV is on Roku. I mean, you can go and access all those links on our Instagram page.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basement Rails, right?
Nice plug.
Yes.
Nice plug.
Plug,
Yeah.
plug.
Plug. Watch those movies, guys.
Plug. Hi.
Oh,
Oh,
My
hi,
daddy.
Appa.
It's my
Hello,
daddy.
Long time.
Remember when you made him do like a one
Yeah.
part, but he was so
An up-
serious?
Yo, he was so good in that too.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tiraka. Yeah.
Yes. Good to see
Okay,
you.
he's like, keep going.
Yeah, your dad's a
Like,
vibe.
enjoy. Yeah,
he's
he's
chill.
He's so
He's
chill.
very chill. Yeah.
Chill vibes.
So Mario's dad was in our skit too.
Yeah, I
Do you
know, it
remember
was-
what skit that was?
I think we were shooting like a test.
It was just
thing
a
for
test
another-
thing. We never made the cut, but it was so funny because he was so serious about it. All he had to say was like one line.
Like, where are you?
He's like,
Something.
"Engari Kringo." But every time you guys said play, he's like, but then off camera, he's like the chillest guy
Yeah, I
ever.
think it's so chill. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's new. Like he's in. Yeah.
No,
Anyways,
Yeah.
fair enough.
good vibes. Okay.
Okay. I got like, I wrote some couple of questions, because we know about you, but our audience might not know about you. I mean, they
Yeah.
do as an
Mhm.
entertainer, but on a personal level, we know more about you than our audience.
True.
So
I'm scared now. You don't know these questions.
Why is
I
it-
don't know these questions either. He wrote me and then I didn't check
I
his
don't know.
message.
Now I'm scared.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
we'll
start
see.
with some funny questions, man. Okay. Obviously you're married now,
Yes.
right? But before that,
Mm-hmm.
right, you were dating.
Mm-hmm.
Was there like a memorable event that happened to you during those dating times? Like what? Like for example, like what is the funniest pickup line that somebody dropped on you?
Oh, well, I didn't even imagine this question to come out. Like while I was in a
Yeah.
relationship or while I was single? Because I was in a relationship for a long time.
Before getting married, maybe in high school, college, could be any time.
No, I think it wasn't even a funny one. It was kind of like weird. It was like this guy asked me on a date and he knows me from acting.
Yeah.
But then on the date, I'm a very different person. I'm not like very extroverted. I'm not like very thing. But he thought on the date I was going to be this like entertaining.
Okay. He was expecting the character.
Yeah.
Not Mayur.
Yeah. And then I was just like quietly sitting there. He's like, oh, I thought you would be more. I think I'm like, no, man, that's just, remember I was telling you the difference between how you are in real person and how you
Yeah.
are on screen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Some people mistook me for being like one
Yeah.
character,
Yeah.
but then I can also be an introvert.
Exactly.
And then they get surprised.
yeah.
Like this guy was genuinely surprised. He's like, wow, this is not what I expected. I'm
He
like,
judged a book.
I'm like, this
by
is
its
a horrible
cover.
date.
But did that happen too often though? Like, did it get to a point where it was just annoying? I'm like, come on, man, that's just me acting.
nah, it was just that one time.
was just
I'm
that
not
one
that
time?
popular that like
How you? I mean,
Oh, man.
you are
People
popular.
Yeah,
ask
nah,
me
nah.
about you all the time.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
little kids at parties and stuff. They're like,
No.
oh, I like that girl.
Yeah,
That
it's
video."
like,
no, I got catfished once.
no.
Yo, I was on it was on the West End, Brampton.
West End.
So
West
I
End
was
boys.
on
Wait, why are you looking at? Why are you looking at
'Cause this
me?
guy's
Brampton, West End boy. right here.
B-Town, yo.
Okay, hold on
Represent-
a second. Okay, I don't represent Brampton. Okay, I don't.
Sure.
I don't represent any city.
This guy's a spitting image of Brampton.
Yeah, 100%. Like just zoom in on his face. This is Brampton.
Drives a Civic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lives in
actually,
Brampton.
Bro,
everything.
come on,
Blasting
don't put me
music
out.
and-
Come on, man.
No, I just got catfished. Like I was on a dating app, and then I happened to be in Brampton, and then he's like, I was like, okay, we're talking for a few days. He's like, you want to just meet at the mall? I was like, yeah, I'm near Brampton Mall. I go, and I'm early, so I'm just waiting at the cafe, and then this guy's walking towards me. Tell me why. I'm literally looking beyond him because he looks nothing like his photo.
Oh,
And then
whoa.
he comes to me and he's like, oh, hi, I'm Thing. And I'm like,
So what did you
and
do?
I'm too nice. So I did the whole date.
Oh,
But he was like profusely sweating,
yeah.
where it was like uncomfortable for me because like he kept talking and talking because I think he doesn't like
Think he was nervous or
awkward
was
silence.
he?
Yeah,
Okay.
he doesn't like the awkward silences. So I looked at him and he's just literally like sweating like this, dripping.
Damn.
So was
it
this
a hot
picture-
day? It could have been a hot day.
Yeah, it could have been a hot
Could've-
day.
No AC?
No, it was-
No.
there's definitely AC in that mall. But basically, my friend was like, I told my friend, like, she's like, you should show me the picture or whatever, or like tell me before you go meet people. But I'm like, thankfully, it's in a public mall. But he wasn't creepy. It's just that he literally is not what he posted.
What he?
So I
No.
literally, as he's walking towards me, like imagine you walking towards your date and then your date's literally like looking somewhere else, thinking like
Yeah.
you're not the person, and then you're like, hi, I'm Krusan.
Yeah, that's awkward.
That's
Was-
awkward.
Was this picture just completely different, or do you think he had like, was he skinnier? Was he different hair?
I feel
Or
like
was
the
it a different Google image that he?
No,
just
I
took?
feel like the photo was from like maybe like 8 years ago.
Yeah, sometimes I do that.
Oh.
See, this is
I
why
mean,
you shouldn't.
Spitting image of
No,
Brampton.
Just like, yeah,
hold on a
okay.
second.
on
Okay,
this.
what did that date happen? Did it happen at the Brumley
Mall.
City Mall? Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like cool
I-
guy, but I'm just like I was just so thrown off that
Yeah.
the whole date was just like I knew in my head. I'm like, yo, I don't like that.
Okay, let me tell you this. Everybody do this, man. They put on filter, right? Okay. Some people
On
like
social media. You mean?
social media.
Social
yeah.
media,
People
yeah.
use this filter.
Yeah.
They even out their skin just to look polished.
Yes.
And maybe what happened here was that there were good intentions. It's just that it just got out of hand to a point where it didn't. At the end of the day, it just didn't represent him,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
If it doesn't represent you, then you're already starting off at kind of like a lie.
That's what I'm
That
So
is
then
saying.
you're
That's
never
like,
gonna get
even
anywhere.
though
That
he
is
was
true.
nice, I was like the fact that I just felt like it was a lie.
Did you
in the
confront him though?
beginning. No.
Why?
I didn't want to. He was already sweating.
So after the date, did you just ghost him?
No. I explained to him like, hey, like, I just didn't
Like,
feel a
hey,
thing.
you look nothing like your photos. Bye.
And he's like, how can you determine that after one day? I'm like, so I just don't, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, fair
but
enough.
no like big funny stories. I think that was just that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I understand. What about
Nothing.
you, crew?
No, man, I've dated one girl
Yo, that's low.
and I had no pickup lines.
You just
No.
got her?
It's just my natural swag, you know?
Stop, liar.
Bro.
No, seriously, how did you
man.
pick her up?
No, I don't.
What do you
I
mean?
can't-
You can't just like say,
Yo,
hey,
you,
let's
you
date.
must have done something.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, it sounds so stupid, but I was just like myself.
How
it
did you
sounds
guys
so-
cross
no.
paths?
Yo, that's a vibe itself,
Yeah.
If he's by himself, he's a
Well,
chill
we went to the
dude.
same high school,
Oh.
but it's not like I expected anything or wanted anything or had a line in my head.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, this girl's cool. I'll talk to her again.
Yeah.
And then it was just mutual. There was like a connection. So
Yeah.
it didn't feel like effort at all.
Wow.
And then when it seems so seamless, I'm like, okay, this feels different than other people I talk to. She's
Damn,
smart.
man.
She's cute. She's funny.
Yeah.
I felt like there was another level of like conversation I could have with her versus anyone else.
Aww.
And it didn't feel like I was trying at all. So that's how I knew.
Fair enough, man. I had to write poems. I had to write
Oh.
songs, bro. I did
Are you
too many
serious?
things,
For
man.
for Brinda?
Oh,
or-
Brinda? No, Brinda. Yeah, I got to send her like good jokes.
Yeah.
Like she's into
Good
dad
jokes.
jokes.
yeah.
I mean,
Like, she was
yo,
like, no, this one's not good. Don't touch me tonight.
That
Bro,
shit was stress.
literally, man, she's into dad jokes, so I had to send her dad
Sure,
jokes.
okay.
We did this 21 questions when we were at the dating phase.
Oh yeah, I remember you were telling David Billa about that. You're like, you should do
21
this.
Yeah, it's good because you get
Yeah.
to know the other person. 21 questions, man, and we're writing for each question. We're writing essays.
Oh.
Okay, it's a long text now. Like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to like build a connect, that 21 questions thing.
21 questions.
Because this is an aside, but there was some kind of psychological experiment that
It is.
said like you can make any two people fall in love if
Yeah.
there's an initial attraction by asking a certain set of 20 questions.
Interesting.
Because you naturally open up dialogue.
Yes.
You get to know the personal things about each other.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if you have the right questions, maybe you could Google which questions these are.
Yeah,
You could fall in love with anyone.
exactly.
Darshan, you should share the questions.
Yeah, no. It's just basically like, are you religious? Are you like, are you liberal? Are you like on the left or right?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
things like that. So, you don't want to fight afterwards, right? Off the bat, you just kind of need to know. Like,
Because it gives you a good summary of what this person is.
Exactly,
Yeah, for those
exactly. We're on the
questions.
same page. What about you? Like, when you met Hero?
So when I met Kiro, I was single for 2 years, and then I was on and off the dating apps,
Okay.
and then I was like, yo, I don't know, I don't really care. I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna do my own thing. I was getting pressure for my parents on one end and whatever. One of my best friends, he's a teacher in Malaysia. We were at a Tim Hortons, and he literally took my phone and was like, Mary, he's not gonna fall on your lap. Like, give me your freaking phone.
Yeah.
He signed into my Bumble account, and he literally went, look, he looks like a nice guy.
Oh.
And he's like, swipe, and he's like, you have to talk to him. And I was like,
Yeah.
do I have to? He's like, Mary, I'm serious. I went. Kiru actually happened to be at a Tim Hortons in Scarborough,
Yeah.
but he's from Montreal.
Yeah.
So it just happened to be that moment that my friend swiped on him, and
Yeah.
he was also at a drive-through. And then we started talking long distance. And then it just
And it
happened.
just
And that's the thing. Like, I tell people, even if you don't want to, sometimes it's like your friends that really make the push to be like,
Wow.
you got to talk.
That's so true. Okay, let me ask you this. As a Tamil woman, as a South Asian woman, how hard is it to date in our community? Like, is it,
Is it still as
Easy.
taboo as it was, or as it got older?
Yeah.
What are your general thoughts on?
I feel like everyone has a classic story where it's like you're not allowed to date until you have your degree or something, and then suddenly, boom, they expect you to have a man or your partner
or right after you graduate?
right after. And it's like, how do you go from like you're not allowed to date to like
Yeah.
why don't you have someone?
I think as a parent, you just have to, say those things because, but parents know that you're just gonna go and date, right?
So the only ever dating conversation I had was with my dad, and
Yeah.
he was literally just like, just don't go on those stupid apps.
really, Yo, that's exactly how I met my girlfriend.
And to this day, he doesn't know that
That-
Kiru's from an app.
Oh,
He's in the other room.
He thinks he's Safran's friend that we met.
yeah,
Yeah. Because he was thinking like protecting me, like, yo, don't meet these strangers.
yeah.
But Yeah. Oh no, this was my dad's advice. This is what my dad thinks of the Tamil community. He thinks Tamil guys are like these like barbarian, like people that have like angry like mentality, like in movies. So he
Facts.
said, he said, if you're not happy with the date, just say it nicely and
Yeah.
don't make them mad. If you're gonna say no to a guy, say it very nicely and respectfully. Because he thought like you know the Tamil movies, no doesn't mean no. Like
No.
Oh, this is a huge problem because
Right?
these Tamil movies from the 90s, early 2000s, even earlier than that,
yeah.
show guys that it's okay to like follow them on the bus,
Yeah.
send them thousands of
like
letters.
no doesn't mean no. No actually means yes.
No.
If you keep going and being persistent, no actually means I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm actually guilty of that because I did that.
Oh my
Oh.
Yeah.
See,
I was,
another
I was a
Zoom in
creep.
Brampton.
Yo,
Brampton
no.
Mans.
That was when I was living in North York.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
don't disrespect North
Yo,
York like
yo,
that,
don't
okay?
you dare talk about North
Not
York,
my
okay?
hood.
Yeah,
Don't
I
even
represent North York. I
No.
represent Toronto.
Not even.
Oh, not
Okay.
even, no.
Yeah, still
Get outta
classified
here.
Brampton
yeah,
man.
no. But then I learned my lesson. No, you're just being a creep.
Okay.
I did the same thing, man.
Yeah.
I would from North York, from Keele Eglinton, I would bus it to Scarborough Town Center, and with my friends, and we'd just go there and just hit on girls. And one of the technique that we used was just keep on staring at them.
Okay, and where did you learn this move? Like, what made you?
Movies, man, movies,
okay.
because they stare
Because-
at the women
Because it works.
yeah,
in the
yeah,
movies.
yeah, in the movie it works.
Yeah.
So I'm just pretty much applying that in my life,
Real life.
and thinking that it would work.
Yeah.
And yeah, obviously it did it.
I
right?
think movies is such a funny, like it gives such a, like I growing up watching Tamil movies, I thought like it would be a certain way. Like in my head, I was like Trisha. I was like, yo, he's gonna come out of nowhere, and like nothing like that.
No.
You know what I mean? It was just like, yeah, it was just
Sorry, like
false.
what did you say? Like in the movies?
What?
I don't know.
What
I
did
just
you
feel like
expect?
no, I
Well,
just feel
yeah.
like it's very glorified, like
Okay.
how love is, and like you know.
So
like,
okay. So you watch these movies,
Yeah.
and the movies, you know, obviously the guy's stalking the girl, and eventually they fall in love. When you're watching those, like, did you want the same thing happening to you?
yo, that's the messed up part. I think I did because I
Hey.
thought that was normal.
See, so that's what I was trying to do in real life.
Yeah, but it doesn't work in real life.
It doesn't work in
It-
real
I
life.
think
No.
it's because the people making the movies, I'll go out on a limb saying that they were probably written by a guy that
Yeah.
didn't understand that
Yeah.
that's not how you should do it.
Yes.
And this is why we need female directors, man, telling
Yes.
their perspective.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay,
I mean, there is a balance because no means no, but
Yeah.
sometimes no means yes in the dating phase.
Actually,
But Tamil movies accentuate it, right? Like you can't stalk a girl on the bus and expect her to fall in love with you.
yes, yes.
But there
No,
is a certain level of like I would say playfulness or like give and take.
because
in the dating
there's a
phase.
reason that it could work in some situations where they say no because they're not ready or whatever, but then eventually it works out because the other person was being persistent. So in that sense, yes. But then there's a fine line between like aggressively chasing and stalking
yeah, and
versus literally saying like, no, I'm serious. Like this is not
yeah,
gonna
then it
work
has
out.
to stop. If
Yeah.
a girl says,
Delete.
yeah, I agree with that. If
Yeah.
a girl says no, and she's not like,
She's not
'cause
joking
you
around.
can tell like if she's being playful,
Yeah.
like no,
Yeah.
like you're not playful. You can read it.
Yeah.
But if she says no means
No
no.
You
means
gotta
no.
listen to those cues, and that's where I think those older Tamil movies fall because you'll see the girl get physically angry. They would
Yeah.
want to slap the shit out of the guy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the guy's like, "No, that's the girl," and then they have a song and dance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Then
They're like,
bro, is it,
Yeah.
bro, isn't that exactly what happened in Sivaji the Boss?
yeah.
The Rajani
Don't
turned to a
remember.
white man
Yes,
to
just
impress Shreya.
yes. Well, we did the video, remember?
Yeah, we did a video
yeah,
where you
with
poured
me.
flour on
Flour
your
on
face.
me,
Yeah,
remember?
she just turned white and
Yeah. And then you were my dad, and you're like, wow, you look so beautiful now.
yeah, because you have
Yeah.
white powder.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
You've
believe
done
those
some crazy
ads.
stuff
I've
for
done
us.
some crazy stuff.
Thank
That's
you. I
crazy.
appreciate all the work.
Yeah.
No problem. No
We made an
problem.
impact on the community.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie. All the videos that are bangers, like you're in.
Stop.
Yeah.
Can you say that again, though?
All the videos that are bangers, you're in. Like I'm looking at the videos and all the
Facts.
view counts. I'm like, damn, Mayuri.
My.
Nice.
Good job. Good job.
I don't know. I don't think I can take credit for that, but it's. I think it's
No,
it's the team.
it's
I
a
think
team,
it's more
but-
of a team vibe, right? It's not just me. It's like I have to be comfortable, and I have to
Yeah.
be. The script has to be good. Like you know what I mean? It's you guys are writing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We bring it together, but like honestly, if it's just me and him in the video, it gets
Yeah.
boring. We need
But you
faces
guys are
like
the
yours.
OG.
But
like
but we also as woman's perspective on like in that story, right?
Yeah, there's certain
And-
stories that we can't shoot with just us. We need the
Yeah, of
balance
course.
there.
yeah,
Of
exactly.
course.
And that's why our sketches did well, because we asked for this perspective
Yes.
from different groups.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you always ask me, and I do give my input sometimes.
Yeah.
Because maybe you guys are not thinking about it. But when a female
Yeah.
comes, it's like, oh, I never thought about it that way. It's always good to
Exactly.
ask for input, right? So
Mhm.
Let me ask you this.
I'm scared. Why?
Well,
Why is he
I
so
don't know.
serious? Every time he has to ask me
because I like to say it that way.
he goes from like this
Yeah.
to like, okay, now I have to ask you a serious question.
I didn't read these questions beforehand, so I'm
Yeah.
kind of surprised.
So I went to a wedding recently.
Okay.
And crew did too.
Yeah.
So when they get married, right after they tied the tali, they play this game, right? In a pot they put like milk in it.
Oh.
And they
Yeah, I
throw,
saw
like-
that for the first time.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought they were just playing some games, right? Then I found out that so basically, there's a pot in front of the priest, and the priest is tell the groom and bride to put their rings inside the pot,
Yep.
and it's a game, right? Whoever picks the ring,
Yes.
they rule the household, right?
I thought
So-
they just keep the ring. They rule the house too.
That's the definition.
Oh,
It's just a
okay.
game, and whoever wins it, they will rule the household, as in like they
they're the
wear the
alpha.
pants in the relationship
Yeah.
for the rest
Oh.
of that relationship.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
Okay.
in this house, who wear the pants?
That's where this is going.
Bruh, I knew when he had that face. You know what? Though recently someone told me it's about compromise. So what happens is, say the guy gets it. So there's 3 times you have to take it out.
Okay.
So let's say the guy gets it the first time, then the girl gets it the second time.
Hmm.
It's the couple is supposed to see who's compromising to let the other person win.
Whoa.
So what's been happening
Oh.
in some pots is the guy hands the girl the ring to make it seem like she won, or the girl gives it to him because he has ego and he wants to win. Yeah, did you know that?
Wow.
Or did
No,
you?
but that makes more sense.
That makes more sense.
That
Yeah.
makes more sense.
So
Instead
what
of
is-
actually
sorry,
fighting for
hold
the
on.
ring on the day of.
So
Yeah.
hold on a second. So it's like 3 tries.
It's literally 3 tries, and there's
Okay.
always a priest that pretends to put in a ring and never does, and then he giggles because they're fighting for nothing. There's always the priest does that too. So just
Wow.
remember that, guys.
These priests are savage.
They're
I don't know they do
savage.
that.
They do that.
Damn, Savages.
Yeah, he goes, okay, here we go, and then you 2 are fighting in water for no reason.
I
And
like
then-
priests, man. They
Yeah.
make the wedding like more fun.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, they're all jokes.
I had to say that because I went to a wedding, man. This guy put me on on the spot. And
Really?
weren't you the guys who made the fun of priests before? You know that sketch where
Hindu
like
priests, Ballin
Really?
Hindu priests.
the bawling priest because
The cars
in
and the
Canada,
bling.
I don't know if you guys know this, but in Canada, whatever income that they make is non-taxable.
Yeah, a little
Right?
religion. Yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah.
and I noticed that the life that they're living, being priest, right? So we just made a sketch on that, and
He
everybody-
called you out.
Yeah, he's like, "Yo, you guys," but in a joking.
The
way.
priest called
the,
you
the
out.
priest,
So the priest watches our videos.
the
That's
priest did watch
crazy.
our videos. It's funny because I think when they're like, it's been what 6-7 years since we've been like doing this, right?
Yeah.
Like, so they watched it a long time ago. I think this guy's a young priest too.
Okay.
Oh,
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
yeah.
he's like, "Yo, I know you guys."
Yeah,
But you
that's
you give me a handshake
Nice,
and everything.
okay.
It's in a fun way.
It was a
though.
fun acknowledgement.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
did he ask for money?
No.
Ah.
It's at a wedding.
Yeah.
Crew's getting canceled.
Yeah,
No,
getting
man.
canceled
I
for
mean-
this.
There's a certain amount of truth in that, but yeah, they're
Yeah.
doing a religious duty.
Yeah.
But even after I made that video, my relatives are like, "Yo, that's facts," because
Yeah.
they got new cars, new houses, and it happens. Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of money
Yeah.
paying for these
You're right.
services.
You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
I mean,
In every religion, right? In
Yeah.
every religion.
And
Not
yeah,
just
that's the thing.
Hinduism, but
It's
in
yeah,
every
yeah. Any
religion.
religion, all of them are, I think, are balling.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wow. A lot of things about marriage, eh?
Yeah.
Because
Let's switch the topic. now.
because you're asking these questions.
Yeah,
but
I
what do
feel
you
like
mean? Why are you
Brenda, if you're
surprised?
watching this, he's just trying to collect some information about married life.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's actually turned into like therapy sessions.
Yeah, I
right?
don't know. Like, are we gonna
man,
talk
we're
about?
just trying to get to know my area a bit.
Okay, okay.
About our
So-
family, relationships, Okay, maybe I'll ask you a soft question. Growing up, who's your role model? Like in life.
Oh, I don't know. Like, do you guys have one person that's like your role model?
There's a couple, and it kind of changes over time. But for
That's
me,
a
You
hard
guys start
question.
with yours.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
for me, it's mostly like comedians and filmmakers. I'll say like Conan O'Brien,
Yeah.
Kevin Hart,
Mm.
guys that like kind of made it on their own, or sure, there's a bit of luck in there, but
Yeah.
it's talent and hard work that gets them there.
Yo,
Like Kevin Hart's a guy that he's funny.
Yeah.
He
I
keeps on doing his
love
thing.
Kevin Hart. Like we watch his stand up all the time.
Yeah.
Just his story and like how much he's worked hard to get
Mm.
where he is crazy, right?
Yeah.
I think all comedians are all of our role models.
Yeah.
Yeah, comedians
Yeah.
are in like their own field, I think, because they have to also be kind of like entrepreneurs,
Yes.
since each of them have to go to the clubs, start up on their own,
Yeah.
build their brand,
Yeah.
Mhm.
sell out shows, and
I think
it
it's
inspires
hard
me.
being a comedian because even if you're not feeling
Yeah.
100%, you still have to pretend like you're
Yeah.
feeling 100%.
yeah, you
Yeah.
got to go to work.
You got to go to work.
Apparently, comedians are more likely to get depressed than any other people.
Robin
For
Williams.
sure,
Wait,
for
well,
sure.
Robin Williams.
Yeah,
like
Robin
that whole thing was
Williams.
a big deal.
Yeah, it's
Like
like
I know that was because of his disease, but still, like he was suffering in silence for a long time,
Mhm.
Mhm.
right?
You know, when I watch stand-up comedy or like, you know, my role model, like what I tend to do is I tend to like select or look for people from the BIPOC community because I feel like I can relate to them
Yes.
versus like other groups. So I act like I listen to Kevin Hart too,
Yeah.
right? I'll listen to his thing,
Yeah.
interviews, but also Russell Peters.
Oh my
right?
God, Russell
Oh, yeah.
Peters.
Well, he changed
Not
the
from
game.
Brampton.
He
Brampton
changed the game.
Yeah.
He changed the game.
Russell-
We
fr-
recently just watched some Russell Peters too. Like, oh my God, like
His-
his that initial set that he did will live on forever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I think what I was surprised by that is like I think I was maybe in the 6th grade at the time,
Yeah.
and it was like circulating on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was funny. I saw it on like Comedy Central on like TV.
Yeah.
And then I went to school, and then some like white kid was listening to it on his like iPod.
Yeah.
I'm like, and he's like, "Yo, this guy's funny." I'm like, "Nah, it's probably not." And he gave me Russell Peters. I'm like, "I know this guy."
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And we take so much pride in that, and I think we
Yeah.
need more of that. That's
Yeah.
why like we're so confident now. Like,
Yeah.
yo, if he can do it, I can do it.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Actually, it did give us strength. Like, even though like there's no like, we don't know him, it's like watching him do it as a brown person.
Mm.
We're like, damn.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's possible.
And then like even like big people like Superwoman, like for girls,
Superwoman.
us growing
Padma
up.
Lakshmi.
Yeah. Growing up, it's like she was like the
Mhm.
like the one Toronto brown YouTuber that just like hit off.
Yeah,
Right?
she's from Brampton too.
okay.
Is she?
Yeah.
From B Town.
Yeah, she went to York University.
Oh yeah. I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Just Rain, my boy.
Just
Rain.
Rain.
Just
Oh
Rain.
Oh my! You know, I met Just Rain.
Oh, where?
I took a photo with him at Harbour
Really?
Front.
Yo, I met
He was on a date and I interrupted him. and
Really?
I'm like, yeah. I'm
so
not even
I met
joking.
Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, Wonder Woman.
Sorry, not Wonder
Who's
Woman. Superwoman, bro.
You met the whole DC universe?
Yeah. Jeez, that's crazy.
No, Superwoman, bro.
Yeah,
She was
okay.
at Eden Center, bro.
Okay.
One
And
of
you-
one of my a friend.
Yeah.
She's like, yo, that's Superwoman. Then I didn't know like who she was, right? At
Yeah,
the time.
Yeah.
Then we took a picture.
okay.
Man, I was looking for that guy. I don't know where he is now, but he has that picture of me in it. with
Really?
Superwoman, yeah. Yeah.
No, Just Rain was one of my favorites.
He's
though.
still to this day, I think, one of my favorites.
Yeah, Just Rain was
He's
definitely.
coming up with a show though.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Because
Yeah.
I haven't seen like I don't know what he's doing.
He's working
right
on
now.
stuff behind the scenes. So
behind the
Yeah.
scenes. Okay.
Yeah,
yo,
he
fif-
is.
yo. I can't wait.
There's another guy, AK.
Wait, can I say that you're auditioning?
Stop.
Okay. I guess
Stop
you can.
this.
Okay.
No. I mean, I auditioned
Yeah, tell
for
us
a
about
role
it, man. Yeah.
For?
Yeah. for his show.
For the Just
Oh.
Rain, yeah.
That's how I know about it. Oh, damn! Can I even talk about this?
We can cut this out later if you can't talk about
Well,
No, no,
we're
I
not
can-
going to say the name of it or anything, but
No, yeah, I can't say the name or anything, but I did an audition
Okay.
for a role, but unfortunately, I didn't get it.
it.
Folks.
That's okay.
It's
You
okay.
tried.
But
You
that's how it
tried.
is, you know.
Good for
you.
you.
Do like
hey,
all
you always come for season 2. You know?
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
the fact that they selected me to do an
That's
audition.
crazy.
That's yeah, it is right. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I know about him. Like, damn,
wow.
he disappeared, but he been hustling in the
Yeah.
shadows.
Interesting.
I feel like that's okay. I'll say that he's another inspiration too, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
he was a
Just Rain.
YouTuber.
Yeah.
He went to school here, but wanted to do something else,
Yeah.
just like us.
Yeah.
And now he's working behind the scenes on the big stuff, and so are we.
Yeah.
trying to get there
Yeah.
too.
For
So
sure.
I look at people that are also grinding, and I'm like,
True.
we can do that.
Yo.
So much behind the scenes hard work that like you guys do that no one sees. So like that's the thing, right? And
For sure.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yo, so tell me this, right?
Like no transition.
No transition.
Tell me what your favorite fruit is.
Oh, because
so
you
speaking
know,
of Just Rain,
no, because I just want to get
yeah, I know
straight
that.
to the next question. You know?
Okay.
So sus.
So sus.
How do you handle criticism or negativity that may arise from your online presence? Do you get trolls? Like, like, do you obviously you are in some of our videos, some are controversial to taboo, right?
Yeah.
Like, and people watches those videos, right?
Yeah.
Like sex before marriage, right? When
Yeah.
that came out, probably aunts and uncles.
Oh,
Probably
yeah,
seen
yeah,
it.
for
Did they
sure.
talk to your parents about it? Like,
For sure.
what happened?
So I think when I did that one, that is when I think my parents were like, because someone called them, like my aunt, and was like, "Oh, her video is on this topic," and my dad's like, "What?"
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I didn't tell him.
Yeah.
And then obviously when you read it, like I don't think they understood right away the meaning of what it was.
You showed them the script?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I don't even think I dove into it. It was too awkward.
Yeah.
But my dad just kind of just said like, okay, so, maybe just be careful when you're doing these ones. Because he thought like, okay, the community's going to talk shit. So I feel like for my parents and a lot of parents, it's not about them. It's about what will other people think.
Yeah.
Right?
What would other people think?
Because literally on that video, it's like 5 million views and it's like my face. And then it says,
Yeah.
right? So it's like, it's a big deal. And even the other taboo one, but I wanted to do it. That's the thing. I'm like, and we fought a lot throughout the last 6 years, even me doing
Really?
content.
Really?
And yeah. Even like after married, they're like, oh, like, for him, it's different. It's not like, why are you doing it? I have to push and let him realize that I still want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Married or not.
Yeah.
Doesn't change anything.
Yeah.
Doesn't change who I am. It doesn't change what I want to do. No one should just, oh, I'm married now. That's it.
Yeah.
Right? Like you should continue your passion. People will talk. There's gonna be people who are like, oh, like why is she still doing this? Why is she, whatever. But you still gotta
You
do
just
it.
keep
Yeah.
pushing.
Trolls are hard though. I feel like I don't get as much, but there's females in the Tamil community that have serious angry trolls after them. And it's like, even after being married, I don't think my dad realized that I still want to do this.
He thought you would stop.
He literally thought like, okay, that's it. And then I told him like I'm doing something. He's like, what?
Yeah.
And then I had to sit down and explain to him. I'm like, just because I'm married doesn't mean I'm not going to stop acting.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And that's a conversation you also have to have with your partner.
Yeah.
Because like I think early on, our first date, I think I told Kiru, I'm like, yeah, so this is what I'm passionate about. If he didn't like that then this would be a problem.
Yeah.
Early on. And a lot of marriages, like especially in India, I feel like they get married and then the girl finds out that he hates the fact that she thought she could still act.
Mm.
And like there's so many people that have just ended their marriage because of this miscommunication. It's like that needs to be very clear. Like
So-
your passion is gonna keep going.
So you talked about this before getting married to
Yeah,
Kiro.
of course. Yeah.
That's good. That's good, man.
Yeah,
so
I
you're both
feel
on the
like-
same page now.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
very supportive. I mean, he actually
He's a great
helped
guy.
set up.
He's the
this-
one that set up the BR right there.
Be all right.
Shout out to Q, man.
Plug.
Well,
Deco, follow Deco Marquis on Instagram, and we are also in Montreal.
Damn, that is awesome.
Yeah.
This is what we're trying to buy off from them,
Yeah.
and hopefully they sell it to us, so you can see more of this in the background.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Kiru.
Yeah.
No, I think for sure, like my mom, especially because she's more like, I feel like she was more reserved about the whole thing, and like she didn't know like how she felt about it.
Yeah.
But then I remember this moment, like we were at like Tamil Fest, is that when they closed Markham
Yeah.
Road? Yeah, and then this guy was like, "Hey, like you're Myaspace," and my mom was literally like, "What the hell is going on?" Like she was like shocked that like someone just recognized me.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, yeah, you're doing such a great job. And when she heard that, she was like, oh, like she's doing something like that's positive.
Yeah.
She kept seeing it in a different light because the community has bashed women for doing those things.
Mhm.
So she's just following what the community preset.
Yeah.
But then like you can change the setting of that.
So the attitude towards what you were doing, it did change.
It changed. I'm gonna be honest. It didn't completely. She wasn't like, amazing, keep going, like keep shooting videos. She wasn't like that, but she was like, okay, well you're gonna do it anyway, so okay, do it. Like that was her like kind of thing.
How toxic is it? Like, being a woman in this field in the South community, like South Asian community.
I think like no matter what you do, people are gonna talk.
Mhm.
No matter what, it's more on the person on how you deal with that.
Yeah. And
Toxicity.
how do you deal with it?
Knock on wood, I don't think I had to deal with too much, but I think
You tapped twice,
is it 3 times?
3 times.
There
Yeah,
you go.
there you go.
The priest has spoken.
The priest has spoken. I think I'm still working on my coping mechanisms.
Mm.
I've had toxic coping mechanisms in the past. Like I
Yeah.
feel like you either shut down completely and you're like
Yeah.
give up on everything, or like you go to other things to deal with your anxiety, like
Drinking, taking
drinking
pills.
and stuff like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
I've done that in the past. Like there's therapy you can do. I don't know. It's honestly, you need a good support system at the end
Yeah.
of the day,
Yeah.
right? So if the community is gonna bash someone, like I would hope that person has at least one or two genuine caring people to
Yeah.
seek to.
Okay.
Right?
So that's what helped you, like the close people around you.
I
Would you
would
say?
say so, but it also goes with your own mental strength too,
Mm.
right? Because if someone's gonna tell you like, "Hey, don't worry, man, everything's gonna be okay,"
Yeah.
only if you genuinely work on yourself,
Yeah.
will that actually work.
Mhm.
You have to do your own homework too. It's
So
yeah.
Damn.
But I mind you, I didn't deal with that kind of like people have dealt with crazy stuff in the community. I haven't, and I really don't want to. So
you think it got better?
no,
It didn't.
No.
no, I don't think so.
You don't think you got better at coping with?
Oh, me?
No.
did.
I mean,
Oh.
like the toxicity. Like,
Oh,
you know,
in general.
how toxic the thing is. Like you don't think like after like because there are like several influencers now, right? And who are raising our eyebrows with their content, right? Like
Yeah.
in a good way.
In a good way,
right?
Yeah.
So there's more influencers now in our community.
Yeah.
So you don't think you still think that it's still toxic? Like
No, I think like there's a lot of talent in the Tamil community. A lot of people are turning heads, but I feel like no matter what, unfortunately, there's always going to be this pool of people that hates change, hates the progress
Yeah.
that's happening. They don't want it to change,
Mhm.
and so there's always going to be people. The term "crabs in a bucket." Have you heard that?
Oh, from Kabali, I heard that story.
Someone has actually referenced the Tamil community. We're like crabs in a bucket. So if someone's trying to reach for the top, naturally another crab climbing out of the bucket will grab the other crab down.
Oh, say that again.
So pretend there's two crabs in a bucket.
Yeah.
Okay. One crab is trying to climb over the bucket and get out, but naturally the other crab will pull the crab down.
Mm.
And someone has referenced it just in conversation. That's how sometimes the Tamil community
It's called
is.
a Nandu Kada, man.
Yeah, that's the
Nandu
Nandu
The
Kada.
crab story.
Yeah.
They
it's
reference that in the Kabali, Rajinikanth's movie.
Really?
That's where I heard the story for the first time. Yeah.
Wow.
But I think, the younger generation is definitely like trying to do the opposite.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
They're pushing each other up.
Yeah, and we're
Together,
gonna
right?
have more of that for the generations
Yeah.
to come, which is good. It's just there's always gonna be a set of trolls. We just have to accept that.
But I
There's
think
always gonna be
the reality is the set of trolls are in their minority, but they're vocal about it.
very vocal
very
about it.
vocal
Like
about
the
it.
people that I've come across personally through the journey of Basement Reels
Yeah.
have not been Nandus.
Yeah.
They've all been supportive. Like
So
you've been supportive.
supportive.
Yeah.
Everyone that we bring to set, we all want to get onto the top of the bucket.
Yeah.
Right? So we all try to
Yes.
help each other out. We build a ladder so we can climb to the top.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We
We pull
share our
people
resources.
over the bucket.
Exactly.
You
Right,
know,
instead of-
speaking of that, like I don't know if you know who Usha J is.
Yes.
Okay,
my God.
she's a famous dancer, choreographer based
killing
in
it.
France, I believe.
You know who I followed actually?
Sudhir
Her
J?
brother.
Yeah.
Sudhir
Sudhir
J,
J.
also OG. I was like high school watching his videos.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Comedian
I need
guy?
to meet
He's a
this
comedian guy.
Yeah.
He did with
Yep.
China Tamala, recent
Yeah.
script.
Yeah.
Remember? And then
So-
Kutti Harry came too.
Exactly. I saw that.
God.
So right then I saw a video of Usha J
Yeah.
collaborating with MIA.
Yes.
Mm.
And Navs 47 just did that too recently.
And now 47, yes,
She
I
just
saw that video
collabed
too.
with MIA.
So that crab story, folks, is slowly getting,
It's a myth.
it's a myth.
Let's hope.
It's becoming a
Mythbusters.
myth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to
Mythbusters.
bust that myth.
Now there's, as far as from this story, we know that
You got to keep going. You got to keep going.
there's more crabs that made it out of the bucket.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. That's good. Yay to more crabs
Right.
making it out of the
Out of
bucket.
the bucket.
Yeah.
So, which is great.
That's
we just need
good.
to get all the crabs out of the bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
we're here for.
Right?
Well, the crabs that want to get out of the bucket.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Yeah. Here we're referencing people, okay?
Yeah. Suddenly it's just
Yeah.
like crabs.
People who like tuning in
I-
in the
I want
midway,
them to
like,
cut
why
it
are you
now.
talking about crabs? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is deep, okay?
This is very deep.
This is some deep stuff that we're
It's a
talking about here on
metaphor.
this podcast.
Yeah.
This is like punch to your gut,
Yeah.
deep.
Content. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has like 5 views. Krusan just like silently deletes the whole podcast.
Unsubscribe.
Yeah, unsubscribe. Okay.
Yo,
Okay.
man. Yeah.
But no, shout out to the Tamil community too, because as much as there's that happening, they are also like, if there's a win in the Tamil community, there's a huge, it's like a win for the whole community. And that like our community is so close knit in that sense, like geographically too, like whether in Europe or, you know, in the States or Sri Lanka, like we celebrate each other when we want to.
Yeah.
But the toxic part, hopefully for the future generations, it's a lot more easier, and hopefully like you know, Just Rain and like these people before us paved some kind of way.
Yeah.
Hopefully
you
guys are doing the same thing too.
Yo,
We're
thank you.
trying, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. And we'll thank you.
Yeah, it's crazy when we bring like the younger people that are like blowing up on TikTok into our
Yes.
stuff. Like we brought Deluxe into one of our videos,
Yeah.
Yes.
and this guy was so supportive of us,
Yeah.
like paving the way for him.
Yeah.
And now I'm happy
Aw.
to see like so many people blowing up, because I don't have the energy to go like make new content on TikTok like that. Like
Yeah.
they're killing it,
They're killing it.
and we're just trying to do our thing and keep
Yeah.
people going.
Yeah,
Be
exactly.
supportive.
And this is why we're like making like, you know, bigger stuff too. Like
Exactly.
the movie, you know, we want to make more movies, more shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So if anybody out there who wants to, you know, sponsor us or like, you know,
Or work with us, man.
Or work
Collaborate,
with
do
us.
anything with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or get us to a network.
Yeah.
Yeah, drop us an email, drop us a
Yeah.
DM.
Definitely.
100%.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
Yeah.
For
Right.
sure. For
Mhm.
sure.
Okay. And
What's so funny?
I feel like
Do you have another
Darshan's-
question to ask?
I feel like Darshan's interviewing both of us. Like that's what I feel like. I like it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure quite a crew has a lot of questions.
Okay, wait.
too.
Next time I'm gonna ask you questions.
Huh? No, man. A lot of people already asked me a lot of questions.
Nah, I'm gonna ask some
Well,
questions.
like,
I'm
what-
gonna put him in the
what
hot
kind of
seat.
question do you have for
I have
us?
nothing right now. But
Nothing?
later I will
Yeah,
ask
come
you.
come prepared next time.
Yeah, I will,
Yeah.
because I want to put him in the hot seat.
Yeah, next time we
I'm
will.
never on the hot seats. I just regurgitate, you know, what I said before.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But, you know, so Myri,
Yes.
what are you looking forward to this, you know, in the coming years? You know, what are you working on? Tell us about that.
Hopefully more stuff with basement reels and my own content as well. Like sometimes I'll just think of a funny random idea. I'll like draw on a mustache and then come downstairs. I'm like,
Yeah.
Kiddo, can you record this?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna make anyone laugh, but if it makes someone laugh, then I'm happy. Right?
It's so
just-
cool that your husband is very supportive of what you do. Like,
That's so important.
yeah, like I met a couple at a wedding that I recently went to, and she's a full-time model, right?
Wow.
And her boyfriend is like, he works full-time and everything, and he's so supportive of like her, like, you know, and
Yeah.
I was talking to him like, yeah, like, you know, do you ever want to like, you know, like tell her to maybe like get a 9 to 5 job or something, right? He's like, no, man, like that's hard to come by, you know.
Yeah.
If you're if you're so passionate about something,
Yeah.
oh, Cruz like
We
showing
got
me
our
time.
timer going.
Okay,
Like,
that's
how are you on time?
We're good. 10 minutes. Yeah.
10 minutes?
minutes?
Okay.
10 minutes,
Yeah. Like, you know, I was talking to the guy and it's like, yeah, man, like it's hard for people to like do something like that, right?
Yeah.
Some people like they're still like they don't know what their talent is or what they're passionate about, right? That's why they stick to like 9 to 5, right? Or like
That's the hardest thing that I feel like we got lucky at like
Yeah.
a young age. We found that we love to tell stories, do film, do
Yeah.
comedy,
yeah,
and then we just found each other. Right, we kept on doing it,
yeah,
and it takes people sometimes years to figure that out.
exactly.
And when you do, I just urge you to just go for it.
But what you guys did is also really hard because you guys had your own full-time jobs and then you guys this is a full-time job. So you guys had literally like 2 full-time jobs. You know what I mean? Because it's hard to just be like, after 9 to 5, I'm going to go full creative. But that's hard to sustain, right?
Yeah, you
So
gotta
it's
pay
like-
those rent.
Yeah, you gotta
So it's
pay
like you
rent.
did like double. And that's hard. Because
Yeah.
I
It's
remember
hard.
you used to edit till like 3, 4 a.m.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know how I
Bro.
did. I wasn't able to take a break for a couple years.
Yeah.
But in the grind, it felt like in my head, I'm like, there's nothing else I could do. I want to go home. I want to edit it.
You want
I want
to.
to release the video. It's just
Yeah.
there's nothing else for me to do. Like I
Yeah.
just wanted to do it.
Yeah,
It wasn't even a question.
yeah, yeah,
And now looking back at it, I'm like, damn, for a couple years, I didn't really take a break.
yeah.
yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
crazy actually.
Yeah, and you know, that's like when we weren't getting paid, right? And
Yeah.
slowly, like, you know,
That's
like
tough.
I want to shout out our success a bit too, right? Like, you know, from there to now, we're like, you know, we are bringing in that little bit of revenue
Yes.
to sustain ourselves. When we started, crew was like doing 2 jobs, and the second part of that job is like, no, not job, but working for Reels, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was when we didn't get paid for the longest time. Right now, through our sponsors,
Yeah.
speaking of sponsors, I want to give them a shout out for this episode, but
Yeah.
you know, we are like bringing that little bit of money in,
Yeah.
right, to sustain ourselves,
Yeah.
and
invest in your future.
all this
projects.
equipment came from
That's
the money
amazing.
that we made
Yeah.
through our content.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
we never spent any of our own money on any of this.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Except for maybe this one camera up there. I think
Yeah.
I won like a film festival.
Oh,
and I'm like, we bought this camera.
damn.
yeah.
But everything else, the tripod, the stands, everything.
It all
was
came from
That's
like,
hard. All your blood, sweat, and tears.
like, okay, we can't invest in mics if we're not making money.
Exactly.
We can't invest in another light if we don't have money. So we just kept on making these videos.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, we realized, okay, well, there's $100 in our account, $300. Now
Yeah.
there's 1,000. We can buy lights, mics.
Yeah.
So we built everything without taking money out from our bank accounts.
and pay our artists when we can too.
When we can, we pay our artists too.
Yeah.
So we started with
But
free
Mari,
collabs.
Mari did us so much favors. I want to give a shout out to you.
100%
sometimes we do
Mayuri.
pay a little bit, but it's not a lot of money.
That's
Mari,
fine.
But sometimes she does it, up for free.
Out of the
I hate
kindness
to
of her
use that
heart.
word, but yeah, for
Yeah.
free too, right? And because we're asking for that help,
Mhm.
and she's always down to help us out. So that's why when we make it so big, all of us three or one of us, we will never forget. We'll always bring the other Nandu out of the bucket.
Yeah.
You're the first Nandu with us.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Oh, that's so cute.
Honestly,
Yeah.
because you're on all the bangers. I said it before,
Yeah, I
but
know.
like we wouldn't
Yeah.
be here without you helping us
When
out.
crew becomes when.
I want to
Who
be in that
becomes-
speech. Like when you guys make the speech and then
Yo,
you guys go
Oscar?
shout out to Mayuri.
Mari,
Yeah.
Oh,
right there.
I'm waiting for that moment.
I mean, you'll
Yeah.
be there.
You'll be
Yeah, I'll
there.
be. I better.
We'll give you a seat because you'll be in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
there,
yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
there,
exactly.
there.
So,
Yeah.
we'll-
No, it's. I think like for your guys' success though, like I think like I genuinely want you guys to succeed.
Thank
I
you.
think that's what it is.
Thank you.
Right? So
That
it's not
means a
like I
lot.
don't see it as a favor. I'm like
Yeah.
I genuinely want to, obviously, and like it's part of my journey as well. Right? Because like remember, like even opening my page, it was like in my old house room. I'm like, guys, should I do a speech? I'm like, MySpace, I don't know. And we
I
did
remember
it.
that. I
You guys
You
remember
opened
did
that
that
with us there.
Yeah, it was during
Yeah.
our video. So it's like you guys are part of the journey. So I am also like, it's together. But also you guys were like, you guys have to make you have to make a name for yourself too. Right? So that's how I became a different
Yeah.
page. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, thank you. Thank you for
Really
that.
appreciative. And thank you. And wow,
Yeah.
good talk.
Yeah, I
Talk.
know.
All right.
Yeah, thank you so much. I just want to conclude with saying my thanks to you for coming on this podcast, for giving us this,
Yeah. That we're going
Uh,
to take home with us.
which we're gonna take home with us, and
Just put it in your trunk and run.
Yeah.
I was all kidding. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
and we're very grateful,
Yep.
and we will be for the rest of our lives for all the things that you did for us for Basement Reels,
No problem.
and
Yeah.
more to success.
To more success. To the people listening, share this pod.
Yeah,
Tell your friends to listen to it.
Yep.
Join our Patreon and stay tuned for the next Punch Dialogue episode.
but I thought you
I
would
like
do an
that.
edit, but I
I
love
could
it
have
when
just
you
done
just
an edit, but it comes from
I
the
like
heart.
that
here.
natural. I like
Yeah.
the natural
Yeah.
sound effect.
All right.
like.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.